Okay, so the free transform tool, you select the layer that you want to transform, and if you have a selection on your screen, you may want to deselect first. Otherwise, when you do the free transform, you'll actually only transform the contents of your selection. So if you have a selection, deselect, so we can transform the entire layer, not just a selection on a layer. So there I've got layer 1 selected, which is my eyes. I go edit, free transform, and you can see now that the layer has little tiny squares around the outside of it. One there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. And if I hover the mouse over the corner box, one of these corner boxes, and click and drag the mouse, I can scale the layer up and down. And if I move the mouse outside the box, anywhere in this area, I can click and hold to rotate, to spin the layer. And lastly, if I move the mouse inside the box, I can drag the layer. Now, you've just got to be aware of this little thing in the corner when you're moving the layer. If my mouse is right in the middle, actually move this pivot point, and the pivot point, this little cursor thing here, the pivot point is when I rotate. If I move the pivot point to this corner and go and rotate, you can see it's now rotating around that pivot point. If I move the pivot point up here and rotate, now it rotates around up there. So yeah, just be aware that that's there, but if you want to move anywhere apart from that little pivot point, you just click and drag the layer to move it. When you've finished, you've got two things you can do to tell Photoshop we're finished transforming, finished with the free transform tool. You can either press the tick button up in the corner, or you can press enter on your keyboard. And that's that.